All right, welcome back to Sunrise. So countries all over the world are moving towards electric vehicles because of their benefits to the environment. So most vehicle manufacturers have announced that they will stop manufacturing regular internal combustion engine vehicles on a phased basis over the next few years.
And now here to tell us how JPS is playing their part in powering the electric mobility revolution is Media and Public Relations Manager at JPS, Audrey Williams. Welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you. Morning.
Oh,
and might I say, nice setup. I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I don't
thank you.
say chef's kiss.
I love it. So, electric vehicles, what are those?
Okay, so it's exactly how it sounds. It's a vehicle that instead of being powered by gas or diesel, it's powered by electricity. So it has a battery just like your phone that you charge up at night or day. So you charge up your vehicle, you plug it in, and the battery that's in your vehicle will power it to do whatever, go places, run your AC, the works. So that's an electric vehicle, unlike a gas vehicle which has a fuel tank and so on. You don't have any of that. So a lot of the parts are not there. It has far less parts. No muffler or tailpipe, as some people say, because there are no emissions from burning the gas. So that is, in effect, an electric vehicle. That's the version.
Yeah, I like that version.
So here's the thing. I hear you say what an electric vehicle is, and I hear you more than anything say that you can charge up. I hear you mention the gas vehicle and what that does, and what I know from driving a gas vehicle is that I stop and put gas in my vehicle. Now you are saying I can charge up my vehicle at home, but what happens if I leave home? Is this where JPS is coming in to support us?
That's where we're coming in. So we have our network. It's called the Charge N Go network because it's exactly that. You charge up your car and you go. So we have a number of Charge N Go stations around the country. We have about 16 at this point. And just to be clear, the location is one thing, but then you have multiple ports at the location.
Right.
That's important to people who drive electric vehicles because when you have an electric vehicle and you're on the road and you want to charge up, you're looking at about maybe 20 minutes to ride. So it's not like a 1 minute and you're off. So you have to. So normally we have our Charge N Go stations at a gas station. We partner with them. So we're at places like a Texaco, a Total, Boots in St. Anne. And it's usually at places where you have multiple conveniences. So you have food there, you have your ABN, you have this and that and so on. So most people put their car to charge and they go buy some food or buy a few convenience items or whatever it is. By the time they're done, like, oop, ready to go again, and that's it. So we would love for people to check that out. And it is something that is highly cost effective.
I was going to ask, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Because I know it costs to fill up my car.
Hey.
It costs to charge my car.
The gas bill is rivaling the supermarket right about now. So to charge up your car, let's say you have a sedan, a mid-size, like about a Corolla. I think most people can relate to a Corolla.
Yeah.
So that might be like a 60 kilowatt hour battery. Don't worry. Like, who knows what that is, right? But just there we go, confession. But let us say it will take you roughly $3,300 to put that battery to max, and you can go to Mobe and come back with a little leftover. So I know I can't go to Mobe and come back on $3,000. I know I can't. If you have a bigger vehicle, like let's say like around a RAV4 size, and these are not the names of the electric vehicles, but you know, they're less familiar, so I'm using vehicles people know.
Right.
So if you have like about a RAV4 size, then that might be like a 3.5 to fill the battery fully. Go to Mobe, and I say go to Mobe from Kingston. I don't want to make it sound like Kingston is the world, but that's the yardstick that we're using, the meter stick that we're using. So from Kingston to Mobe and back has like about 3.5 with a little leftover. So when you think about that in terms of how much it costs you to go to Mobe with your gas or diesel vehicle, you know you're paying more.
So Audrey, I have a confession, because I am one of those people that would have immediately thought, well, if I'm going to be using electricity, it's going to knock my budget, because in my mind I associate I don't associate with it being cost effective, but you are actually telling me, no, girl.
It's actually,
not only are you being kind to the environment, but it's kind of to my pocket.
To your pocket as well. So on average, it's about a 30% saving. So here's the thing: the vehicle itself costs more, but then it pays for itself over the. Just like the LED bulbs, they cost more than incandescent. Are they still around?
Yeah.
But anyway, it costs more. But then because it is so energy efficient, it pays back for itself, and you see it in your pocket. So because it is Feel Good Friday, you know, we're giving away some money up in here.
Giveaway.
So if anybody's listening and they happen to have a JPS account and and they feel like they can get the answer.
Girl, I love a giveaway.
If you feel like you can get the answer, you can just send it on to our WhatsApp line, which I'm about to give you. And the first 2 correct answers, you get $5,000 off of your JPS bill. That's for the first 2 people. And if you're on Instagram, you know what you know. Or if you know, you know. There you go. If you know, you know.
Okay.
So if you're on our Instagram page, wink, wink. So let me be fair to them, because I was going to ask a question that I don't answer yet.
Okay.
So let me tell you, we have our charging stations in Kingston and St. Andrew. We have them in Mandeville. We have in Montego Bay. We have in Port Antonio.
Wow.
I was just going to ask you that. How many parishes are you in?
We are in almost all 14 parishes. I think it's only 2 we're not in at the moment, but we're working on that. So by year end, we'll be in all 14 parishes. And just as a small clue, we have 4 in Kingston and St. Andrew. We have 2 in St. James. That's called giving hints to the students. So let me ask a question. All right. So the WhatsApp line, and please don't call it. Just message.
Just WhatsApp it, guys.
Just message it.
Okay.
The WhatsApp line is 450-0860. So that's,
I think it's up on the screen.
876 of course. 450-0860.
I actually need you guys to know the question is coming, but I'm looking at the individual with the phone in her hand who is ready to receive your WhatsApp answers. So now that you have the number saved, I was buying them time to save the number. Yeah, Audrey.
That's very good.
I got my people. I got my people. Okay. What's the question?
Alrighty. So the first too easy question is, how many charging station locations are in Kingston and St. Andrew? I was kind of trying to give a like a
Come on with it. Name 2 okay. So the question up here.
No.
We're going
so
with a
I kind of, because I didn't give them the exact locations, I want to be a little wider, make it look easier for them.
Give us the question again?
Yeah, just tell me how many.
How many charging stations are in Kingston and St. Andrew?
Yeah, come on with it.
Yeah, we're here for you. For you.
Just for you.
Oh
we
my God.
are here for you.
If them can't get that, well,
then this is not for you. Next question.
Alrighty. So the next question is, how much cheaper, like percent-wise?
Yeah.
How much cheaper is, charging up your electric vehicle than powering your gas or your diesel vehicle?
Yeah.
You definitely said that.
How much
I
cheaper,
heard that.
percentage-wise?
Yeah, I heard the percent.
Yeah.
And we are gonna announce the winners after.
Yes.
So we're giving everybody a chance to go ahead and put their answers forward. We have one question for ask you though. It's easy for you? Because sometimes we get like intimidated by this.
Okay, I'm so glad you asked me. No, it's not hard. All right, so it's a little different. People are used to driving up to the gas station and say, fill it up, or $100 gas, or whatever, right? However,
suppose I just want 5% gas.
but you can.
Right.
So here's the thing now. So everything nowadays is online. You download an app. It's called the ChargeLab App, right? And this is a cashless transaction, not just in Jamaica, but anywhere in the world you go, charging an EV, electric vehicle, is cashless.
It is.
So you download the app, follow the instructions, you're going to register or connect your credit card onto the ChargeLab app. So now if you're out on the road and you're like, 20%, can I make it to St. Anne? I don't want to try that. So you go on the app. It will show you where, because you're going to say, yes, you can see my location. Yes, you can see my location.
Yes.
And it will tell you, all right, the nearest one is at
XYZ.
S Foods, which is, by the way, one of our locations.
Oh, lovely.
Or Trafalgar, Texaco, or Manapat.
I was just going to ask you, how do we know where the locations are? If we're in the car, we want to find our nearest
and you want to find it, it will show you. You see a little teardrop blue dot thingy, right? So you go there, and then it has a screen on the quote-unquote pump, because you're not really pumping gas, right? But I use language that way. And you can say, all right, you want to use this port, because you have like 3 or so ports. and it will show you like, all right, go ahead. You just take it out. Now, this part is just like the gas. You take out the handle and you plug it into the car.
Plug it in.
Plug it in, as it says.
As you've been explaining that to our viewers and listeners, we actually just had on screen all of the locations where they're
Yes, yes,
so
I'm seeing them. Thank you, guys.
so the graphic was
name them.
Yeah.
Right,
Awesome.
and so you do it, and then it'll show you like you're at 20%, you're at 50%. It's a minutely update.
Yeah.
So you can tell when you reach 100%, because suppose you never really want to go the whole 100. Yeah, just need to go so and come back. You can stop it where you want to stop it. And then plug it back in.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much for being
Thank
here
you
this morning.
for
And thank you for
having
all that
me.
information.
Yeah,
You've definitely
yeah.
revved me up about maybe.
I revved you up.
you
I
did
like
there.
that.
I don't do it on purpose, guys. I'm born that way. That was Audrey Williams, Media and Public Relations Manager at JPS. TK is on standby with the news. Stay plugged in for that.
I like that. My daughter
Look at me.
From Spanish Town, and I start my mornings with Jesus, so I have to go down on the little foot and bust a little to prayer and read a true scripture. I try to do that as much as possible because with God I am able to take charge of my day. And then after that morning prayer, I have my cup of hot tea and or my porridge, right? And or sometimes I have both of them, sometimes I have one or the other on any particular day. Listen, today is the day that the Lord has made, and I want you to go forth and be great. Seeing that He has made it, He has made the path straight for you to be your great self, your authentic you. So just go forth and be great and have a good morning.